Oh, thanks.
Me, I missed something good. Something good. Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. Daughter sharp as hell. Oh, it's sad. She doesn't love me now. She's made it clear enough. It ain't no good to pound. She wants to return those things I bought her. Tell her she can keep them just things that he doesn't love me now.
Sunshine.
Walking about, even in our crowd, well, you pick her out. Makes a bloke feel so if she finds them.
Discovering the beef stroganoff.
See, Mrs. Brown, no, finds that I've been round to see you. Want to see you. Tell her that I'm well.
Oh, I don't see. Oh, I
Don't say you broke my heart. I go down on my knees, but it's no good to find. Walking around, even in a crowd, don't you pick her out. Makes a bloke feel so proud.
Cheers!
Don't say shit.
Sounds empty.
my stack. year was 15, the year was 1974. No, I'm mistaken. The year was 1520. 17. The year was 1724, and I was 10 and a half years old. I was flying over the Indian Ocean in a Japanese Zero fighter that I had acquired in a cockfight during the last long, cold, hard winter of that first Cambodian Civil War. I had never had any trouble over these waters before, and the plane was fine, just fine, real nice, and just fine. Excellent craftsmanship and all, but I hit a patch of rough permafrost due south and took out the left propeller. Chewed to bits, shot. I was done for. Going down fast. When I awoke, I realized that I was alive, but my hands were covered in blood, so I took to screaming, but there was blood all over my hands, so I took to screaming. Silent at first, but then out loud. And I screamed, and I screamed, and I screamed, and I screamed for 17 days straight. Fuck, and I screamed for 17 days straight. And I could have screamed forever, but looking back down at my hands, I realized that the blood was gone, and somebody had tied bandanas around my palms. I was hungry, so I found a crate full of socks and put them all on. I was hungry, so I found a crate full of socks and put them all on. I was alone. I was alone, but I was alone, but that was okay with me. I was alone. That was okay with me because my favorite wife had died some years previous. When you've got nothing to go home to, being marooned in an uninhabited archipelago is just another day in the life. Later that same day, I was feeling slightly rancorous. But I found a motion picture camera, and upon closer inspection I found that there was already a plethora of film inside of it. Upon closer inspection I found that there was already a multitude of film inside of it. Upon closer inspection I found that there was already a cornucopia of film inside of it. Upon closer inspection, I realized that there was already a cornucopia of film inside of it, and upon closer inspection, I realized that there was already a plethora of film inside of it.
This meant I was destined to make a nature documentary, which is exactly what I did. Arf, arf, arf.
After I had blown the creature's face to bits, I turned her into a loaf of white bread
And half a jar
of raspberry preserves. Oh, she was delicious on the palate.
Fuck. Oh. Tea time. She was delicious on the palate. Stuck to the roof of my mouth. And
After I had blown the creature's face to bits. After I had blown the creature's face to
to bits,
white bread.
raspberry preserves.
She was delicious on the palate. She was delicious on the palate and stuck to the roof of my mouth.
Stuck to the roof of my mouth.
To the roof of my mouth.
That was 200 years ago. That was 200 years ago. That was 200 years ago. That night, I built a modest home on a full stomach. I go to sleep in it every night and wake up come sunrise. Someday they'll come for me. Be it gymnasts, the uneven bars, or Eagle Scouts, a badge for helping the elderly, mathematicians, maybe a Pythagorean theorem, champion bridge players, ace of spades, jack of diamonds. They'll come for me. Whoever it is, you can bet that I'll be stuck to the roof of somebody's mouth by sundown the first day they arrive.
I guess that's just the way the world works.